Welcome to the Mesa Chamber of Commerce Inside Business Podcast. My name is Sally Harrison. I'm the CEO of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. Today, we're in the University of Phoenix podcast studio, and joining me is Mesa Police Chief Ramon Batista.
Sally,
Hi.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Always good to have you. So let's start out with some tough questions. We're going to talk about the recently released information about the closure of several high-profile use of force cases from last summer. What was the purpose and what was your goal?
So last summer, Mesa PD found itself on the front pages of these use of force cases that didn't show us, at our best, and so we really went through a lot in the last 9 months, and I wanted to tell the public, for the sake of transparency, the fact that we had adjudicated these cases and that we were moving forward. We've done tremendously good work since then. A lot of great training has occurred since then. I wanted to let the public know that we're off and running and moving forward, and that those cases are closed. But it was important to me to come full circle and let everyone know that we had taken a lot of time and been very methodical about the review process and ensuring the community that their trust in us as a policing organization of this community's police department had done their very best to adjudicate these cases and move forward with good results.
It seems like the time that was taken was well spent.
Absolutely. We had multiple layers of outside review. We had the Scottsdale Police Department, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, the Police Executive Research Forum. We had oversight from Mr. Rick Romley, and we felt confident and we feel good about the change efforts that we put into place. And moving forward, our goal is to continue to improve upon all our systems.
So next question. What are you doing to address the issue with homelessness in the downtown area, and how does the expansion of light rail play into your plans for downtown development and the safety of downtown?
Great question. I'll tell you that obviously our winters are some of those times of the year when we experience more homelessness simply because our climate allows for folks to be out and about a little bit longer. Summers are a different story, but regardless, I feel good about the fact that our overall homelessness in the downtown area is, I don't know what I would say manageable, but it is something that we're able to handle at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Just yesterday, we had a big homeless outreach effort near the area of Gilbert and, Stapley in Maine. And we contacted just under 100 folks out there that are living in the streets. We actually even had somebody that came by the command post to let us know that from the last effort when we were out there reaching out and trying to get folks into homes and find them the social services that they need, very proudly this woman came to tell us that, hey, since I last saw you, I'm actually living in an apartment.
Oh,
so
nice
it's
story.
A success story, yeah. So at these events that we hold, like yesterday's, we go out and we try to reach folks that are experiencing mental health issues, homelessness, and we bring with us food boxes. We bring with us haircuts. We're going to expand this thing to have portable showers, but we've got the support of the community and social service networks from around the area, and really the goal is to help us get these folks into a stable living environment. There's a lot of things that have changed. Right now, instead of looking at a trespassing homelessness case, we often try to refer those folks into community court. And the goal there, again, is to not have it so that we just continually go back out and continue to just deal with the same person for an arrest or a warrant, and trying to break that cycle to get those folks the services and the help that they need in order to be self-sustaining. And we've had some success in this arena, and we're going to continue to pursue that avenue. We have to remember that homelessness in and of itself is not a crime. It is those things that come from that, the trespassing or urinating in public, the things that happen that we've got to deal with. And we're obviously always asking our community, our business folks in the downtown area to call us and let us know so that we can get out there and address those issues. Something that I think is really beneficial for the downtown area is going to be our bike unit. We recently expanded the bike unit, and so we're going to see a lot more of our bike officers in the downtown area.
Okay. So I know Aaron Rain's
Yes.
been very instrumental in the homeless initiative. Are you partnering with other agencies to work on this?
Totally. We are, Aaron has been fantastic, by the way. He is the point person working in coordination with the police department, the courts, the city government, and the social service agencies that we bring to bear in order to help us get some of these folks situated in temporary housing. So some of that occurs in the East Valley, but some of it also is happening in Phoenix. So we have the opportunity to place some of these folks that are in need in shelters throughout the entire Phoenix area. And Aaron and the folks that he works with are shuttling folks into Phoenix sometimes, trying to get them the services that they need.
So what did you call the thing that you did yesterday, the program that you went out and met with 100 people?
Oh, so it's Operation Mainline, and we're running those like every few weeks. So West Side, East Side.
Is there something that our chamber members can do to help? Is there a special need that you have? You said you provide haircuts and different things. Is there something that we could be collecting for you?
You know, we are always open to having that conversation with you about what kind of services can help us. So right now, yes, the latest thing that we brought on board was haircuts, and it seemed to be a huge hit with the folks that we contacted. We're working closely with the food bank, so we've got the food boxes in place, and that's been very helpful. But we're always looking for an opportunity. Officer Rain is just tremendous, great for this kind of thing.
All right. Well, let's think about what we can do, what ask we can put out there to our members. We talked about bikes, and you said that you're expanding the bike unit. Is there anything else on that?
So yeah, I just want to make sure that our community, downtown community, knows that we're expanding our bike unit from 4 officers to 8.
Oh.
And they're going to be on the light rail. They're going to be walking in the downtown area, and the focus for them is really public safety and visibility. They're a great public relations unit. At the same time that they're very good at the public safety and policing aspect, because nobody really expects our officers to come up on bikes, but they're out there.
Well, it's nice when you're at an event downtown and you see them.
Yes,
because they are very visible.
Omnipresent.
Yes. So this is the best part. Your department just purchased 2 new canines. I've seen the pictures. They're adorable. Talk about that.
All right. So I have to correct the record, because on one of them was a donation by the Chicago Cubs, which is really awesome.
Nice.
Yes. So the Chicago Cubs donated a 14-month-old lab. Her name is Daisy, and she is going to be our newest explosives canine. So she's dedicated to finding explosives. We are going to use her at the spring training games this year, but we're really happy because she's super adorable and really cute. So yeah, she just started working here like a week or 2 ago.
How many canines do you have in the department? Do you know?
I want to say that we have about 10 canines all throughout. Most of them are dedicated to the patrol function, with a handful that are dedicated to detecting narcotics, but most of them are dedicated to patrol.
That's awesome. So how can business leaders get involved in partnering with the police department?
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't talk about Mesa.
Oh, okay. There's more. Let's go back. I'll talk about dogs all day.
So Mesa is our 11-month-old, and we did purchase her. She's our 11-month-old English Labrador. Yes. She's all white, and we've seen her now.
She's adorable.
Yeah, we've seen her now as a puppy, and all the way now to her 11 months of maturity. She is getting really big, but her specialty is going to be to deal with victims of crime. Oh. Her specialty is calming people down and allowing us, our detectives, our investigators, to get the most out of some very difficult interviews with folks that have experienced sexual abuse and kids, especially. So she has her work cut out. It's a very
more of a support dog.
Very much of a support dog, but she has a very extensive training to still get through and testing. In the meantime, she has been just a tremendous asset for the Mesa Police Department, because all of our employees, all of our specialized units where there's a lot of stress, communications, our dispatchers really enjoy a visit from Macy because she just lights up the room, and we're really happy to have her. So, yes, very excited
cool.
about Macy.
Very cool. I have seen one of the canines at all the ball games at Ho-Ho Camp. They're very serious. When they're working, they're very serious.
Yes.
All right. So now let's talk about how business leaders can get involved.
You know, I got to tell you that any opportunity that we have, either in a patrol division or in the downtown area, any opportunity we have to talk to our leaders, our business leaders in the community about the many programs that we have ongoing at the Mesa Police Department. One that I think is of interest to a lot of folks, especially business owners, is a program that we have is dedicated on focusing on fraud and the crime of fraud and how businesses can be defrauded. It really hits home for a lot of.
It's hit the chamber.
It is one of those crimes that I think it continually evolves because it's driven by people and people's imagination on how to steal somebody's money. And we've got great detectives that are very focused on the issue of fraud schemes. And we would love to talk to our business leaders about those types of things. But really, anything is on the table. If you want to have a Mesa Police representative, the chief, an assistant chief, or one of our detectives in these specialty areas, just let us know. It'd be great for us to have an opportunity to have an audience and meet you. Our greatest focus is just wanting to make sure that we get out in the community and that folks get to know us as people that have a particular profession, that we're passionate about it and that we care about our community. And I think that from those relationships is how we kind of begin to figure out what kind of things we can leverage from each other. And I would love that opportunity.
When we post this podcast, we can put the ask out there too.
Sure.
All right.
Anything
else?
Thanks for the opportunity.
Of course,
really
always.
Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for coming in today, Chief Batista, for joining us on the Inside Business Podcast. You can find all of our episodes on the Inside Business Podcast at iTunes, Google Play, or your own favorite podcast website. You can also find them online at mesachamber.org.